Okay, so still on the Raptors. T-Dot represent. Terrence Ross. Terrence Ross. Yeah, I got Terrence Ross. Yeah. Third year, right? Just like Valanciunas, his usage is going up. I mean, if you watch that opening game, Ross looked good. And DeRozan and Lowry, it's funny because in the fantasy world, everyone's so high on Lowry and DeRozan. And I love them because I am a Raptors fan. But I do feel from a fantasy perspective, their numbers are going to go down. Their worth is going to go down. And it's because guys like Valanciunas and Terrence Ross are going to go up, right?
Ross is coming off the bench.
No, he starts.
Yeah, he starts.
Someone in the studio?
Jalen must have just gone in.
Awesome.
The light just came on, too.
It's okay.
So should we keep going?
Yeah, that's fine.
You do?
Yeah, no, Terrence Ross starts. Terrence Ross has been a starter for about a year now, right?
Yeah. He's been starting, since last year, at least.
Yeah, I mean, he probably shouldn't have started in the playoffs, but I guess they really wanted him to get that experience.
Right. I totally forgot Terrence Ross does start, doesn't he?
Terrence Ross does start, and he looked very, very good opening night.
Right.
DeRozan did not look good from the field, but 6 steals?
6 steals.
Right? And one of those steals was the best steal I've seen in my life, right? It's like, the ball's in the air for a lob or something, and like, DeRozan's like, you will not pass the ball. That's actually how he talks.
Yeah, that's racist. Who's
against who?
Yeah, I don't know.
Against
Moses?
Asians?
I don't know.
Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5 is, I'm going to go Ed Davis.
Okay. I always liked Ed Davis.
Now, I will say, the only reason I'm going Ed Davis is because the Lakers are horrible.
Yeah.
The Lakers are really, really bad, and I think they're going to get blown out, like, all the time.
Yeah.
And Ed Davis is on the bench.
Yeah.
But they also had their stud first-round draft pick, 7th overall, Julius Randle.
Yeah, that hurt.
Randomly, I don't know what he, kicked himself in the air, and he's out for the year.
Yeah.
Rogue is, out for the year.
Yeah.
And, if you look at Ed Davis's numbers in the past couple games, he's at, I think 1.5 block, maybe 2.5 blocks, 1.5 steals. He's getting, about 7 rebounds. He's scoring. And I think his usage is going to go up because the Lakers are so bad. And they're like, you know what? I mean, he's got value.
Yeah, and he does all that.
He was picked up right away in my league.
Really?
Yeah.
He does all that with left hand. Never goes right, ever. That's what I meant for the rap. It's always left.
But, it's also the quality of the teammates, right? I mean, they're so bad. And it's hard to call them bad. It's just because they're so young. Mm-hmm. But you have all these unproven players in that second unit.
Yeah.
And I feel really bad for Kobe, right? Because, Kobe looks all right. He's going to shoot 1 million shots, and his percentages are going to be low, but his counting stats are going to be high. But there's got no help. When Boozer's the number 2 option on your team,
so that's the starting 4, right?
Boozer. I forgot Boozer was on the Lakers.
Well, okay, so on opening night, no, Davis is on the bench.
Yeah.
But their starting 5, I believe, are so Jeremy Lin.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Asians represent.
Yeah.
Although his role is somewhat limited because Kobe dominates the ball, right?
Sure.
So you've got Kobe and you've got Lin as your starting backcourt. Then you've got Carlos Boozer.
Yeah. Right.
Then you had Jordan Hill.
Jesus.
And I think he's playing center. And then I think the 5th was Wesley Johnson.
Jesus.
Who, he's a multifaceted kind of fantasy player, but you don't want Wesley Johnson in your starting 5.
Wesley Johnson, he'd be your 2 guard in that set?
I don't know. It's so weird what they're doing. I think he's their small forward.
Okay.
Because Kobe, what are they? Kobe and Lin are kind of sometimes Lin's the point guard, sometimes Kobe's the point guard.
Lin dribbles the ball up the court and then hands it to Kobe.
That's basically where it's
okay.
Right? Even if you set it up, Kobe's going to do whatever he wants. Yeah. But with that said, I do think Ed Davis I think he may find his way into the starting lineup.
Okay.
Too. That doesn't really, it doesn't seem too difficult to believe that he can break into that impenetrable.
Yeah. I liked Ed Davis on the Raps. Always liked him.
Yeah, he can't score, but his defensive stats are there.
Yeah.
Those are very useful.